Hey everyone, I picked up this bike end of May and I thought it's been in the shop for about 5 weeks and I've been riding it last week and it's the second week of August, and I realized that I should really put some more sealant in here because sealant lasts 2 to 3 months and I'm not using the stands race sealant. That stuff seems to dry up in probably a month, so I don't race, so I just need something that'll tide me through for 2 to 3 months. Now I know a lot of people will drop the pressure and get the levers out and you know, they want to pour the sealant in. Well, you can do it that way, but if you're lazy like me and you're smart, a long time ago I saved this orange bottle of orange sealant. You can see that, right? Bottle of orange sealant with this nice little top, right? See, that screws on the tip here. And what I keep this for is I use this as a quick and easy way to refill my bike tires. So with sealant, I probably put 1.5 ounces to 2 ounces in there every 3 months. And I also picked up this is an oil mixing syringe, so when you got to mix oil for a 2-stroke motor, right? Now it comes with this little hose, and this is too big. It slips onto the valve head, and there's no friction, so it's not going to give you a tight fit. So what I did was I picked up some of this. This is a inside diameter is 0.17 inches and outside diameter is 1/4 inch. It's just clear tubing, and I used a little bit of hot water and I fixed it onto the end of the syringe. So essentially this is my syringe, and what's really good about this syringe is, you know, it gives you, gives you nothing. But this is this is a 2 ml syringe, or so here it is. On the back end here, it gives you 10 cc's, 20 cc's. It also gives you 1/2 ounce, 1 ounce, 1/2 ounces, 2 ounces. So this syringe is perfect for what I want, right? What I'm gonna do, what else do you need? Well, you could have one of a few things. I have a valve core removal tool for both Presta and Shrader, right? So Presta and Shrader. I have a pair of needle nose pliers, because some people don't have those, and these will do the job. Down here, if you look really closely, you can see that on your valve core you have the flat sides, okay, and those are grabbed by the needle nose pliers. Now with these specialized tires, look what else I have. I got this valve core removal tool. So technically with this, I can drop this on here like this, and I can just turn off, like I can actually unscrew my valve core, okay? But the first thing you're going to do is we're going to let the air out. And the other thing you're going to need is a bike pump. There's one over there. A floor pump is probably a good thing, but you know, any floor pump, any foot pump, you know, you can even use a mini pump if you like torture or you need to work out, right? So I'm going to drop the pressure in this completely. And I'm going to put this back on here because this is sort of an emergency tool that I keep in case something happens in the field. Right, and the idea is that I have no idea, unless I pull the entire back wheel to check to see how much sealant is in here. I can't hear it. Yeah, I can't hear anything. So I'm going to go the way of the thinking that there's almost none, and I'm just going to add. Now what I also have, I use stands or I use Mech. I've got the regular stand sealant. I'm going to use this stuff because that's what's in there right now. When I run out of this, I'm going to switch over to the Mech that I bought. So, and I hear it smells like bubble gum, but I haven't opened it yet. You grab your core removal tool, right? Slip it on, spin off the core. See, there you go. Now this is something you gotta check for. You gotta see if you can get this on here, right, easily. If not, what you can do is See, I got mine on, I'm happy. Okay. If not, what you can do is you can just dip this in some hot water. It'll get really soft and it'll let you slip it on a lot easier. So I pull the end of this off now. Look at that. What I'm going to do is shake my stands up really well. Okay. Open this up. Now here's another important trick. I'm keeping the syringe. I'm going to keep the syringe lower than the top of this valve so that the fluid doesn't try to go in and get that gravity feed, and I have no idea I can put the entire bottle of stands in there by accident. Okay, so what I'm doing right now is I'm just going to fill this up. Okay, I want about 1.5 ounces. There it is. I know, without even using the syringe to push it in, the stuff just starts running in by itself. If I knew this was so easy, I would have done this like this a long time ago, because that bottle trick can be a pain in the ass. And just to get all of it in, right there you go. Now it's all in. Okay, so I now have 1.5 ounces of sealant in my tire. And what I do, pop this off, and because I've left the plunger in, it won't leak. So now I take my valve core, take a look at it, make sure it's not damaged or anything like that. It's still in pretty good shape. Screw it back in, and I grab my tool. Oh, I'll just show you how these nose pliers work. So see that flat spot there? If you grab it with your pliers, you can turn it. It's a bit tedious and it may start turning the valve body, so but it'll work, right? There you go. I snug this up nice and tight, and I'm done. Open this up, grab my pump, put this back on, stand up because it's easier. And I'm going to push this back up to about 25 psi because that's just a little bit more than I normally run. I run about 24. There you go. 25. And I have an emergency like a Shrader Presta adapter in case I run into trouble with my pump. There you go, it's on. Okay, so that's done. Was that not quick? Get the wheel a spin, get the sealant, swing around, and I'm done. How long was that? I don't know. I think I ran a timer. So the timer should tell you exactly how long that was, but simple. Right, same trick again. Come down here. And if anybody asks, in the background, yes, that is a Trinidad Scorpion Pepper back there. So first of the first batch of peppers, and we're making pepper jelly for fall. As soon as I find an apple tree that I can raid. But it's first pepper of the first batch of this plant. Hottest pepper in the world. Hottest pepper in the world. Did I say that already? Yeah, this stuff will burn your face off. So I've heard about the Carolina Reaper, but who knows? Alright, so I let the air out. That's good. Valve body again, see, simple. Give the stands bottle a good shake. Oops, ounce and a half. Take the top, and this little black thing here was this orange seal stuff comes with chunks in it so that when you, oh boy, the joints are working outside. There goes another plane. Never fails. Anyway, with the orange seal, tubeless sealant, there comes with some chunks in it, and what you end up sometimes having to is clear the tube, so that's what this is for. But Stan's doesn't have any of that stuff. So again, what am I going to do? See this one, how it slips on, turn upside down. There you go. Now the sealant is in tire. There you go. Nice and snug. Now I grab the pump. And cap back on. Oops, hold on. And I'm done. That's it. You do not need a bike stand for this one because you can do this on the ground. Okay? Just a little bit easier to work with the bike tire up. Two things that you should do now is wash these out thoroughly so this latex material doesn't harden up and make it harder to work with. So that's what I'm off to do. 10 minutes, bike's ready to go. So any comments, questions? And as I said, this is just a refill. I've inspected the tires, there are no leaks, there are no holes, there are no bacon strips or patches in these. And sometime in winter I'm just gonna pull off one side of the tire and clean out any of the hardened sealant, which you probably should do once a year, but you don't have to, okay? I have a bike that I've been riding for 2.5 years and I've never done that, so, and it's just fine. Anyway, as always, stress less, ride more, ride smart, ride safe. See you guys on the trails.